Sales is in almost everyone's future, and we do sales or we make sales pretty much every day of our lives, whether that be at a grocery store or online. But a lot of sale deals heavily with communication between people, like a car sale, you talk to a salesman, houses, you have a realtor, furniture, agriculture, all these occupations have people that specialize in what you want to help you get what you want and to market it to you. I interviewed my brother, Thor, who is a salesman at an agriculture company called L&D Ag. They sell sprayers and sprayer equipment to farmers. And Thor in specific is in parts and he sells agricultural drones. So they can spray like a small area of a field. And what that does is if a certain area has more weeds or fungi or insects, then you can put your insecticide, pesticide, or fungicide in the drone and spray that specific area without having to do a massive area with a full-size sprayer. Um, find through my research that sales is directly related to the success of a business and the success of a sale in general. And all of that relies on a person's ability to communicate with another person. Um, my main points are that positive communication with customers makes them want to spend money, and a type of no fluff communication with your coworkers is going to work better for the business and make it more efficient. So positive communication with customers, I mean, they can understand what you are saying, you're fluent and knowledgeable, you're confident in your speech. If you're confident in what you're saying, they're going to be confident in what you're saying, and they're going to trust what you're saying. In week 9, we talked about empathy. I think being polite and showing people you understand what they're saying is going to make a sale that much more likely. Um, no one wants to go in somewhere and feel like an idiot because they don't know exactly what they want, and that's a very common thing in this field. Someone knows their sprayer doesn't work, and then it's your job to figure out what's wrong and sell them the part that's going to fix their problem. Um, no one wants to sell to someone they don't like. In my own personal experience, I went to a gas station after work and I wanted to get dinner, and then I was going to go work for my uncle. I went into the gas station, I bought a pizza, and the guy offered me another pizza for cheap. So I bought both the pizzas. That was great marketing because he told me, hey, you can get a better deal if you buy two. I said, all right. But then I got out to my car and I looked at the pizzas and the crust was fused to the box. So that kind of betrayed my trust in the company. And now I don't like to buy food there. I'll buy my gas and drinks, but so what this kind of shows me is you have to be confident in what you're saying, but you also have to know what you're selling and be knowledgeable on the products that you are marketing to people. You also want to be their friend. Uh, Thor's Thor has a lot of friends that he made through work and friends from his high school and college that do buy equipment from him. He even had one friend named Ralph who bought a drone from a different dealer and then felt bad because he didn't realize that Thor had sold drones, so he started buying all of his equipment and accessories for his drone from Thor. So no fluff communication with your coworkers. Your coworkers are probably busy and don't have all the time in the world, so if you want them to do something for you, you should not push them so hard. Uh, and you should communicate well with your coworkers, let them know what you are doing and why it's important and why you have to do it. Um, one time Thor told me about, he was helping a customer and one of his coworkers wanted help counting inventory and he was pushing and eventually Thor hollered at him. But if they had simply talked about it, they could have waited a couple minutes until one person was done with the customer and then they could have both worked on counting inventory together. Uh, that situation kind of reminded me of our Carmi and Richie video from week 7. They both kind of wanted to do something good, but they just didn't communicate well enough to schedule it and get it figured out. So my takeaway from all of this research is positive communication will without a doubt increase your sales, but you also have to be like certain and to the point with your coworkers to avoid any altercations and keep things going well. Um, so that is why I think sales is directly related to communication and the success of a business.